Here's my inspirational tip for the day before we get back into sports. Work at a factory. You have a factory uniform on, right? They're proud of what they do. They're proud of the job that they have. And so whether they catch the bus, whether they catch an Uber, whether they drive home, whether they go to the store, anything like that, they have a uniform on. So when they walk in that store or walk into that establishment or walk into that restaurant or wherever they go, people say, "Hey, you work for so and so." Like, "Yeah, I do." "And what do you do there?" "Oh, I do this, that, and the other." "Okay, nice place." And if it's a restaurant or establishment like that, it might your attitude might compel somebody to either go to that place or not go to that place. You get where I'm going with this? I'm gonna bring it to the spiritual in a minute, but so some people, when they work in places like this, they are ashamed of where they work. So and I say this from knowing people who used to work and would, as soon as the day was over, they snatch their uniform off and throw on their regular clothes. It's like I don't want people to know where I work at. I don't even want people to know I work. I don't want them to think that I just make it. I'm a hustler or whatever. Whatever the thing was, the whatever it was, what they thought in their mind, or they didn't like their job, or I don't know what it was. I believe one guy had told me, he said, "I don't like working here. That's why I take this off as soon as I get out, as soon as I clock out." I'm saying to myself, "Why are you here? So you prefer to work at a place making good money but miserable every day? That's not gonna work out for you, Neat. You come to work, you think you're doing good, and you're miserable every single day you come to work. So how does that work for you? When you go to church, when you get out of church, people know who you are.